The Reckoning at Meadow Creek. The word sliced through the warm Saturday air of Meadow Creek's upscale shopping district. Step away from a vehicle now. I know you didn't buy this car. Officer David Sterling's hand hovered near his holster as he stared at the woman beside a pristine 1967 Mustang. Dr. Alicia Kahn, her jeans and blazer study in casual confidence, raised her hand slowly. Her hair a no-nonsense bun was the only thing holding back her professional composure. Shoppers froze, their leisurely pace shattered. Phones emerged from pockets, a silent chorus of witnesses. A circle formed around the scene, trapping Alicia in a sudden, unwelcome spotlight. "Place your hands on the hood," Sterling barked, his voice a gravelly command. "This vehicle matches a stolen car report." Alicia's handbag slipped to the ground as she obeyed, her movements deliberate and controlled. Through the car window, a leather portfolio rested on the passenger seat, its seal, faint but visible, glinting in the sunlight. The crowd swelled, their curiosity a palpable force. Cameras rolled, capturing every detail of the unfolding drama. A question, sharp and poignant, hung in the air. Have you ever been judged by your appearance rather than your accomplishments? Even when you held more power than those judging you. 10 minutes. That was how long it would be until hospital security realized Dr. Kahn was missing from a critical emergency surgical conference. Sterling circled the Mustang like a predator, his suspicions sharpened by 12 years on the force. An Indian-American woman in casual clothes, driving a car worth more than most people's salaries. To him, the math didn't add up. "This car is worth more than you'll make in 5 years," he said loudly, his words meant for the audience of onlookers. So let's start with the truth. 20 feet away, Liam Miller, a college sophomore, live-streamed the scene. His viewer count shot upward, the numbers on a screen a digital ticker of escalating tension. "Officer, I can explain," Alicia said evenly, her pride burning beneath her calm. "No, ma'am." Sterling cut her off, his hand brushing his radio. "You explain downtown. Right now, I want registration, insurance, proof of purchase." The crowd pressed closer. Among them, an elderly man struggled to the front, recognition sparking in his eyes. "That's not the—" he began. "Step back, sir," Sterling snapped, his gaze never leaving Alicia. "Police matter." Her phone buzzed at her hip. Chief of Staff calling. She couldn't answer. Her father's Mustang, restored with devotion, sat under her palms. A car that carried his memory in every polished detail. "Empty your pockets," Sterling ordered, his pulse quickening. This felt big, career-defining. "Officer Sterling," Alicia said deliberately, reading his badge, "I need you to understand." "What I understand," he barked, "is that you're stalling. People who belong with cars like this don't get nervous around the police." The live stream ticked past 9,000 viewers. Comments flooded Liam's screen. Profiling, harassment. Someone stopped this. Through the glass, her leather portfolio glowed under the sun. A boarding pass from Chicago peeked out. Beside it, an expired hospital parking permit. Her phone buzzed again. A critical vote at the hospital loomed. "How did you come to possess this vehicle?" Sterling demanded. "It belonged to my father," she answered. "Dr. Z. Kahn." The name hung in the air. The crowd murmured. Someone whispered, "Dr. Kahn?" "Anyone can claim that," Sterling said coldly. "Documentation." A mall security guard approached. "Everything under control?" "Processing a vehicle theft," Sterling replied briskly. The word theft jolted the crowd. More phones lifted, more eyes locked. Alicia's briefcase, holding confidential medical files and credentials, sat inches away, but reaching for it would spark escalation. Backup sirens wailed. 2 patrol cars screeched in, blue lights slicing through the gathering. Sergeant Reynolds stepped out, his eyes assessing the scene. The Mustang, the calm but cornered woman, the restless crowd. "Possible theft," Sterling declared. "She claims it's her father's, but no documents." Reynolds frowned but followed protocol. "Ma'am, step away from the vehicle. We'll investigate." The live stream soared past 23,000 viewers. Hashtags multiplied. Hashtag Justice for Alicia. Hashtag Profiling at Meadow Creek. Officer Jessica Torres joined for crowd control, her body camera recording every second. A media van pulled in, reporter Jennifer Martinez rushing with a cameraman, drawn by the social buzz. In the crowd, the elderly man, Arthur Jenkins, fumbled with his phone. He knew that face. He'd seen it before on hospital walls. "Officers," Alicia said firmly, her voice carrying surgical authority. "This is a mistake. I need to make a phone call." "No calls," Sterling barked. And behind her back, the crowd roared. "She's not resisting. This is harassment." Reynolds raised a calming hand. Dispatch reports crackled, other crimes demanding attention. Time ticked. "Look," Reynolds said, his tone gentler. "If you can show registration and insurance, this ends quickly." "My documents are in the briefcase," Alicia replied. "I'll retrieve them," Sterling interjected, moving. "That case contains confidential medical files." Alicia countered sharply. "You cannot. If you've nothing to hide, why object?" Sterling sneered. "Because the law is clear," she shot back. "You cannot search my property without probable cause." Sterling's smirk deepened. "Probable cause? Suspected theft works just fine." Mall security supervisor Carlos Rodriguez arrived, tension written on his face. "Officers, mall management wants this contained. The crowd's affecting business." Torres whispered to Reynolds, "Sarge, the streams are viral. Over 40,000 viewers." Reynolds felt the pressure. One wrong move could ruin reputations, spark protests, ignite national scrutiny. Mr. Jenkins finally found the hospital's website. His shaky fingers zoomed on a photograph. His face lit up with recognition. The caption under the image read, "Chief of Trauma Surgery, Meadow Creek Medical Center, Dr. Alicia Khan." Jenkins knew he had to speak before it was too late. The crowd at Meadow Creek Shopping Center had swelled past 200, their phones raised. The live stream topping 45,000 viewers. Officer Sterling's jaw was set, but sweat lined his brow. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for obstruction," he declared, handcuffs flashing. "Sterling." Officer Reynolds hesitated, doubt creeping in. Before Sterling could finish, the elderly man pushed forward. "That woman is Dr. Alicia Khan, Chief of Surgery at City General Hospital." Mr. Jenkins shouted, his voice commanding. "Her father, Dr. Z. Khan, drove this car for 20 years. Sterling faltered, but his pride wouldn't release him. 18 complaints, 2 lawsuits. His career was already hanging by a thread. Alicia stood tall, her dignity unshaken. "Officers, I will now reach for my identification. You can watch my hands. But this ends here." "Don't move." Sterling barked. "Let her." Reynolds cut in firmly. The crowd hushed as Alicia drew a leather portfolio from her briefcase and flipped it open. The sunlight caught the seal of City General Hospital. "Dr. Alicia Khan, Chief of Surgery." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Mr. Jenkins smiled in vindication. Liam's live stream exploded. "She's a doctor." "This cop is finished." Alicia's voice carried with surgical precision. "I am Dr. Khan, badge number 4847. You assumed theft because I am an Indian-American woman driving my father's car." She produced a registration document proving ownership. Sterling's face blanched. His certainty, woman plus car equals crime, collapsed before 60,000 live viewers and national news crews already broadcasting. "This wasn't a misunderstanding," Alicia continued. "This was profiling. This was a presumption that I did not belong." Sterling stammered. I was following protocol." Alicia's eyes sharpened. "Protocol that denies identification? Protocol that silences constitutional rights." She lifted her phone, displaying missed calls from the hospital's chief of staff. "While you detained me, my vote on a landmark accountability measure was delayed. My absence nearly derailed reform meant to protect lives, including officers. That is the cost of your prejudice." Reporter Jennifer Martinez pushed closer, her camera fixed on Alicia. "Doctor, what will you do now?" Alicia looked directly into the lens. "I will not press charges against individuals. I will press them against a system that enables bias in uniform. Because if this had happened to me, a chief of surgery. It can happen to anyone. The crowd erupted in applause, the live stream climbing past 70,000. Sterling lowered his handcuffs, his career disintegrating in real time. Reynolds stepped aside, silent, and Dr. Alicia Khan, unbroken, walked through the crowd with the same authority she carried in the operating room. Her father's legacy gleamed in the afternoon sun.